Hello, Amador County. I'm Tom Slivick. Welcome to TSPN's News, first edition for this year. Let's take a look at our stories. On Tuesday, November 3rd, Congressman Bera was sworn in as the U.S. Representative for California's District 7th Congressional District. He offered the following comment: "I'm incredibly honored and humbled that the people of Sacramento County have placed their trust in me to represent them in the House of Representatives. Now begins the hard work of addressing the many challenges facing our region and our country. I look forward to working with my new colleagues from both parties to find a common ground and to rebuild an economy that works for the middle class." Bera was also recently named to the House Committee on Foreign Affairs and Science, Space, and Technology. "I'm honored to have been named to the House Foreign Affairs Committee," he said. "In an increasingly complex global landscape, relationships with other nations have tangible effects. We're at home, and we need strategic thinking to guide our foreign policy in the 21st century. Additionally, the Sacramento region is uniquely situated to benefit from opening up new markets for our goods and services around the world. That would help create jobs here and at home through my new role on the space, science, and technology. I also work to foster innovative industries that can bring good jobs to the 7th District." Congressman Bera represents Sacramento County in the 113th Congress. A lifelong Californian and first-generation American, Bera is a medical doctor and the only Indian American currently serving in Congress. He and his wife, Jeannie, live in Elk Grove with their daughter, Sandra. Bera is Democrat and won his congressional seat over Dunlangren, the incumbent Republican, and it was said to have been the most expensive race for a congressional seat in the last general election. On Monday, December 31st, 2012, at approximately 31:35 hours, an Amador County Sheriff's officer received a 911 emergency call that two subjects had been stabbed on Park Circle in the Oaks Trailer Park in Jackson Valley. Sheriff's deputies responded to the scene and began the initial investigation. American Legion Ambulance, Jackson Valley Fire Department, and the Ione Fire Department responded to provide medical aid to the two injured male subjects. Although witness accounts of what transpired varied greatly, what Amador County Sheriff's deputies were able to determine was that Jeffery Eugene Kay, 29, of the Oaks Trailer Park in Jackson Valley, became involved in a physical altercation with two male subjects. Kay reportedly stabbed one subject in the neck and back and stabbed a second subject in the inner thigh, groin, and back before fleeing. The two stabbing victims were transported via helicopter to UC Davis Medical Center for treatment of multiple stab wounds. Amador County Sheriff's detectives responded and conducted interviews, processed the crime scene, and collected evidence. A general area search was conducted for Kay, however, he was not located. Kay is wanted by the Amador County Sheriff's detectives for assault with a deadly weapon, and Kay is considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information related to this crime or the whereabouts of Kay are asked to contact the Amador County Sheriff's Office at 209-223-6500. In a follow-up to that story, on Wednesday, January 2nd, 2013, the Amador County Sheriff's deputies observed Jeffery Eugene Kay, 29, of Oaks Mobile Home Park, walking near the north shore of Lake Comanche. And Kay, who was wanted for the stabbing of two people New Year's Eve, was arrested without incident. Upon being interviewed by an Amador County Sheriff's detective, Kay admitted to stabbing the two individuals multiple times, fleeing the scene, and disposing of the knife he used in the attack. Kay claimed his actions were in self-defense, and Kay is being held in the Amador County Jail with bail set at $30,000. The Amador Water Agency will hold its regular Budget and Finance Committee meeting Wednesday, January 9th. On the agenda will be a review of monthly financial reports for November 20 12, followed by a cash flow review, and Directors Art Troy and Richard Farrington will be holding the meeting at the Amador Water Agency boardroom. Effective January 1st, 2013, the Department of Fish and Game has a new name, the Department of Fish and Wildlife. The name change is required by AB 4202, authored by former Assemblyman Jared Huffman, which implicated some of the recommendations from the strategic vision process for the Department of Fish and Game Commission. In addition to the department's name change, game wardens will now be called wildlife officers. And the Amador Water Agency will hold its regular board meeting of directors on January 10th at the Amador Water Agency boardroom. On the agenda will be department reports, the agenda, minutes, and the consent agenda, and miscellaneous approvals. One will be the approval of accounts payable for November and the board's authorization for the general manager to execute a contract with North Valley Labor Compliance Services for preparation and administration of the Labor Compliance Program for the Lake Comanche Tank Liner Project, and to direct NLVS to enforce the program and submit necessary documentation to the California Department of Industrial Relations. And effective January 1st, we've had that story. Let's take it to break, Alan, and when we come back, we'll be with Supervisor Richard Forster, and we'll be talking about tomorrow's upcoming supervisors meeting. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.